Hey, you got Kenny here. I wanted to talk to you today. I went to my hog chapter meeting yesterday, and the leadership there, I think it came back from a conference. And one of the topics that got brought up was, should inexperienced riders or new riders be encouraged not to ride certain rides? I guess, the rides could have, maybe if there's a lot of turns or the level of difficulty with the ride, should you not invite them? Should they not be able to go? Well, that's a good question. I would say from my perspective, if you don't go, you don't learn. And if you have a group of riders, like a hog chapter, I would think you'd want to encourage full participation. But if it's a difficult ride, then for sure speed is going to be a big important part of that to make sure it's a successful ride, especially for a new rider. So I don't think exclusion is the best way to learn from a new ride, being a newer rider or a rider that hadn't ridden in many years. But I do think that the leaders of the ride should know if they have a few riders that need some miles under their belt, and probably should have them up a little closer to the front, and then that way they don't have the in the back you get that, I don't know what they call it, whiplash, or where you get separation, and you can go from speed limit to 20 over trying to stay up with the group, depending on what happens at stop signs, stop lights, and so on. But the front of the pack, as I understand it, it's a little more consistent as far as the speed, as far as the leader setting the tone of the ride as far as speed. So, and my chapter believes that also, that they want everybody to ride if you can ride, and we'll put the newer people up front, and that way you gain experience. So it would be interesting to think, to tell me your opinion, because it got brought up. So there's definitely opinions that support the other way as far as that goes. But I know there's a lot of experienced riders that comment, and I've got several subscribers, and thank you for subscribing. If you don't mind, if you could hit subscribe on mine, I'd appreciate it. Like I said, I'm a fairly new vlogger, and it always is very uplifting to see a new subscriber or a new view. Somebody that finds value in what you're saying, or the information you're sharing, or that it's helping somebody else. So I appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks.